Do you want to take your budgeting to the next level? In this video, I'm going to give you 5 essential key functions that you can use in Excel to create a simple, organized, but powerful budget that actually works. If you're new to budgeting or just starting in Excel, this video is for you. I'll walk you through each function step by step, so let's dive in. So Excel is one of the most powerful and yet still flexible tools that you can use for budgeting. With just a few simple functions, you can track your income, you can track your expenses, you can see where your money is going, and you can plan for savings and for tithing. And the best part is it's easy to use once you know the basics. And on a side note, you can use Microsoft Excel or you could use Google Sheets. I think Google Sheets is more mobile friendly to use on your phone, so it's nice to be able to upload on the go. But you could use Excel also on your computer, and I think you can also use it on your phone. And this purpose I'll be using it on the computer, but I will show you in the video kind of what Excel looks like for our purposes today. So function number 1, we have the sum function. The sum function. And the sum function does what you think it does. It takes the sum of a given numbers. This is the foundation of any budget. It allows you to quickly add up a range of numbers, and it helps you. It's perfect for calculating your total income or your total expenses. When you need to add up multiple incomes or add up all your expenses to get one number, that's what you use this function for. And so all you would do is type in equals and then sum. So here's an example. Let's say you have a list of your monthly expenses in column B. To calculate the total, you just type equals sum, and then you'll type the range. So for this example, B2 to B10, and then you'll hit enter. And then as you can see, it adds all those numbers up together, and here we have the sum, or the total of these numbers. And so that function is essentially equals sum and then the range of the numbers you want to add up. And this function is so good to be used to calculate multiple incomes. Say you had 2 adults working in your household and you want to add it up adult A and adult B, and that gives you your total income. Or you wanted to add up your gas, your eating out, and your savings budgets. Whatever it is, this allows you to do that. Function number 2 is the average function. The average function. So that is equals average and then the range. Average does also exactly what it sounds like. It takes the average of a given range of numbers. This helps you find the average amount that you're spending in a category, like groceries or eating out. If you track your grocery spending for 4 weeks in column B, just type equals average and then that range of column B to see the average. And then what happens is you see the average that you spent per week in that category. This is great for setting realistic spending limits in your budget. So you can know, okay, these first 4 weeks I average this much money a month. And so for week 5, this is probably about how much I should spend. And it gives you a realistic way to look at that. And so all that is equals average and then the range of numbers that you want to find the average of. Function number 3 is if statements. If statements. And so we're going to get a little bit more fancy here with an if statement. This function allows Excel to make decisions for you, like flagging overspending, for an example. And so in column B, you have your actual spending. In column C, you set your budget limit. You would use this formula and you would say equals if B2 is greater than C2, comma, and then in quotation marks, you put over budget, comma, and then the quotation marks within budget. So basically what this is saying is if your actual spending is higher than your budget, Excel will automatically say over budget. This keeps you accountable. This just lets you see, oh, you went over budget this month in this category. Or maybe you went under budget. It gives you a great way to kind of flag overspending or even underspending. And it's a great formula to use in that. And so all that is equals if, and then you have condition, and then you have value if true, and then value if false. Moving on to function number 4, we have SUMIF function. SUMIF function. And so 4th on the list, we have SUMIF, which is perfect for tracking spending in specific categories. So for example, you have a table where column A lists your categories, like rent, groceries, entertainment, and then column B lists their amounts. To sum up only the groceries expenses, you would type equals SUMIF, and then your condition would be A2 to A10, and then you would type in groceries for the condition, for the criteria, and then for your sum of the range, you would type B2 to B10. So you're calculating your groceries category and then the expenses. You're summing up that specifically only those that apply to groceries. So this will add up all expenses labeled groceries and give you the total. So it's a SUMIF function. So if it is categorized as groceries, it sums it up. But if it's not, it ignores it. That's what's so great about a SUMIF function. And function number 5 is the percentage function. Percentage function. So in this is great for seeing what percentage of your income goes towards savings, goes toward tithings or a specific category. It shows you, oh man, you're spending a lot of money on eating out compared to your total income. Or, hey, I want to be giving 10% of my income to tithing. Am I doing that? And so if you have your monthly income in cell B1 and your tithing amount in B2, you can use just the simple formula B2 divided by B1. So then you can format the result as a percentage, as you can see up above at the top where there's some formatting things, and Excel will show you how much of your income goes to tithing. This is a super simple and easy way to ensure that your budget aligns with where your priorities are. But like I said, Excel is a great way to make your own budget. It's a great way to make it simple, to make it organized, but really to make it exactly how you want. There's so much customization that you can do. And I said earlier in this video, but Google Sheets is really a very similar option to Microsoft Excel. Google Sheets, I think, is more mobile friendly, but it has a lot of the same functions, a lot of the same features, and you're able to use those really similarly. In the past, I've created something on my computer on Microsoft Excel, copied all of it, and then pasted it into Google Sheets. That way I could use it on my phone. But regardless, using a spreadsheet to track your expenses, to build a budget is the way to go. And so let's recap the 5 Excel functions that you need to know how to budget like a pro on Excel. The first one, we have sum, equal sum, and the range that you want to add up. And this is going to help you add up your totals. Next, we have the average function, equals average, and then the range that you want to find the average of. This helps you find your average spending in a certain area. Then you have if statements. Equals if, and then you've got your condition, value of true, value of false, and this helps you flag overspending automatically. Helps get Excel to make decisions for you. Then you have your sum if function, which helps you track spending in specific categories. And so it helps you say, hey, I want to find all expenses in this column that apply to this cell in this column. And then lastly, we have the percentage function. This helps you see what percentage of your income goes where. This is a great way to see how you're breaking down as far as percentages of income. With these tools, you can create a budget that's clear, organized, and helps you reach your financial goals faster. It helps you see where your money's going, how you're categorizing your money, how you're spending your money, and gives you more analytics to better control your money. And if you're ready to dive deeper with budgeting, check out my first budgeting tool in the description below. There's going to be a link which takes you to a 5 steps to Christian budgeting, and then in that resource you're going to see a link to a free budget template. If you found this video helpful, make sure to hit that like button, make sure you subscribe to my channel, and make sure you check out my other videos so you don't miss out.